Hi everyone, it's Alicia, and I'm joined again this week by Richard over at Richard A. Myers Jr. and Associates LLC. And in this week's blog, we are answering another important question that you might be asking yourself. And Richard, that question is, are attorney fees allowed as a part of a Medicaid application? I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you very much. It's a question that comes up very often. How does it all work? Are we going to be taking money away from the family? And it's not. Actually, everybody knows in Medicaid, you can only have $2,000. And as you're going through that spend down process, so whatever amount you would have as you approach that $2,000 amount, reasonable attorney fees are allowed under the statute. And what's nice is by allowing those attorney fees, it's our job to make sure we organize that file correctly for somebody to make it easiest for the caseworker. So I always tell people that's the biggest role I play is how do I make the caseworker's job easier? So, putting together the packet that we would deliver, what we call the verifications packet, make sure we deliver it in the order they would like to see it in, but also make it as clear as possible. We always include those, especially now during this time period of COVID. We can't do the actual face-to-face meeting. So I have to sit down and think about how do I tell your story to the caseworker to make their job simple? So we work our way through that. So what people are always a little concerned about, hey, what is the attorney going to charge me and how does it all work out in the application? But within the code itself, they allow for attorney fees. The other nice thing is, what if I have a spousal case? So now I've got, one of the spouses are in the nursing home, one of them still in the community. Well, on this part that has to be spent down for that person who's in that community in the nursing home, it actually comes out of their half. So we tell people, it's not going to come out of the family's half, it's going to come out of their half that has to be spent down to that $2,000 limit. So all in all, and again, this is one of those ones, Alicia, that sounds a little self-serving, is an attorney necessary? Well, because under the Ohio Administrative Code, the Medicaid has a duty to assist in the Medicaid application process. But you have to stop and think about where's their interest truly sitting? Is it really in the applicant or is it really for the state of Ohio? And it's for the state of Ohio, and I can respect that. That's their duty. Their employer is the state of Ohio or whatever county they're in. So they need a duty to protect that interest. So, well, the other one that we often hear is, well, the nursing home said that they would help me with this Medicaid application process, and they will. We had clients come into us who had a denial that the nursing home was helping them with the application process, but then it was denied because there were some mistakes made. The family didn't understand what was being required of them. They didn't get the paperwork to the caseworker, and after several delays in the case, next thing you know, they were several months behind at the nursing home. And actually, when they came to me, there was a $90,000 bill owed to the nursing home. We've now got to figure out how to process through. So again, it's one of those ones, asking for an attorney to help you to make sure it goes through smoothly is actually less expensive than if you try to do it on your own. So going back to, for a moment, where the Medicaid has an obligation to assist, they don't always explain things as fully as they should be. And they're also, again, their self-interest. So they're going to tell you natural spend down, just keep writing checks to the nursing home until you're down to $2,000. They're not going to tell you much more than to prepay your funeral and how to spend down your estate. So we tell people, we're going to help identify some of those easy ways to set aside some of the money for the benefit of the family. So we always try to make sure that we're going to show value to our services and ways we're helping, but also the big value we give is to make sure we're going to have a successful and expedient application to take that burden off the family, and also make sure the nursing home gets paid, because that's always a good thing for them too. So it's just a way we try to continue to help in that process.
All right, Richard. Well, thank you so much for explaining that a little bit further to us. And it's very important for us to always remember that mistakes can be made and we're not always going to notice that. So it's important to have someone like you and your team on our side to be able to notice those mistakes for us and make sure that we're seeing everything that we need to be taking care of and not getting surprised by anything. So if that's you and you're ready to set up your free consultation with Richard and his team, you can do so by giving them a call. And then make sure you're also exploring the rest of their website and the other blogs that answer questions similar to this one at rmohiolaw.com.